Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. We're going to do a at-home shoot, how to shoot your Insta pics at home by yourself. I live with my partner, but he does not take very good pictures and he's not got any patience for it, so I do them myself. So this is either going to be with a camera or a phone, whichever you have, you can use both. So let's get into it. So the first thing I normally do is get my inspiration, normally from Insta. When I'm scrolling, I will see like a cute picture I like or somebody who's done something I like, and I will put it in my saved. And then when it comes to doing a shoot, so basically the one time I put makeup on for the week, I got the pictures to look at and I can work from them, and I basically use what I've got in my house to kind of not recreate but use the inspiration to make something similar. I find that the easiest way rather than starting from complete scratch. So here's the ones we're going to work with today, or the ones we've used inspiration from. I normally plan outfits before. I would recommend doing this, just grab a couple of outfits that you think work beforehand rather than do it on the day, because on the day I've not got much light, so I always plan the outfits the night before. I try them on and then I'll put them in the corner so I know what works with which, and then when it's ready to shoot I've got the outfits there for which photo I want to take. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. Let's get started. It's going to be a long old day and we've not got much light. I live in London, so you know it's always touch and go with the light. I try to shoot in the mornings, but then sometimes it's too sunny. So today it's very hot in London. It's kind of overcast, but we've got some light shining through the balcony, so we are ready to go. Okay, so I think it would be helpful to show you guys what I shoot with using. So I'm going to use this today. It's a contraption that I ordered on Amazon. You plug it in to your phone. It's just like you can plug it into an Apple thing. This is what you use to attach onto things to hold it in, and then you just move it to suit, and you put your phone on this, which you do with this. I'll show you quickly. You just snap your phone in there. It was like £12. You put your phone in there, put your phone in there, and then obviously you move it around when it's on something so you can shoot yourself. So you can either use this, which I found really helpful. Obviously if you're just using your phone and it's just for you, there's no reason to spend a lot of money. And this was like £12. Oh, I nearly smacked myself in the face with it. So yeah, that's helpful. I think if you know, 12 quid, can't go wrong. It helps rather than trying to set your phone up on individual things in your house, which I find takes so long. So that really helped me. And if you haven't got one of them, and if you're actually shooting with a camera, then you can use a ring light and a stand, which is what I've got you on now, which I will show you. So this is what it isn't broke, but these two need to go on, and I've been really lazy and I haven't put them all on, but it does go the whole way around. And then that's the stand, and that's what I've got you on. Hello. So yeah, you can either use that with your camera or with your phone and the Amazon thing. So that's the two gadgets that I normally use. I find it really easy to use them too, rather than putting your phone on everything like I said. And then if you're using your Canon camera, there's an app which is called Canon, I think it's called Canon Connect, and the app lets you live shoot from your phone. So you set up your camera wherever you want, and then the app, basically you go to the position and then you can see what you're taking on your phone from the camera. Like, mind blown when I first found out about this. So yeah, either or, you know, use your phone and the thing on Amazon, 12 quid, or if you've got a camera, use the Canon app and the ring light. You know, mix it around, whatever works for you. You know, you can compromise? No, that's the wrong word. You can improvise. You can improvise with whatever you've got. Let's get going. So this is my first kind of inspo. I don't know if it worked as well as I imagined, but I think it kind of worked. So for this one, I just sort of put the camera on the TV stand with the tripod that it came with, and took some shots on there with the Canon Connect app. And then I also went back and did some with the phone and connected this to the TV stand, and then put my phone into this. and I just put this on self timer, so I put it on 10 seconds and then I set it and then I would run into position. But this was quite a hard one to do with the phone because it was quite far to go and to get into position before the shot went. And what I didn't do, and what I think about now I should have done, is to put sound on so I knew when the photo was being taken, because I didn't know at the time when it was actually being taken, so I was kind of lying there wondering whether it would taken or not. So yeah, don't forget to put your sound on your phone if you're shooting with your phone. But if you've got the camera, then I think with this shot it was a little bit easier to do with the Canon Connect app, because obviously it's quite far to get yourself into position. This is the final image. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comment section. I think it's kind of cool. I think it works. I mean, it was definitely difficult, trust me, to choose one of the most difficult ones to shoot, but it's supposed to be fun, and I really wanted to do something a little bit different, not all just white walls and, you know, boring stuff. So I wonder if you like it. Let me know in the comment section. Next up, this one I really enjoyed and I like. It's very clean. I just shot this in the corner of my room, which is there because there's just two white walls. I slid the mirror down a little bit so it would be a little bit in the shot, and then I did originally have a print in as well, but it wasn't working because it was looking like there was too much things in the image. So for this one I really wanted to wear trainers because I saw the cool looking trainers, and I haven't got them cool looking trainers because obviously they do look better, but I've got plain white ones, so I thought they worked. And I think it turned out quite well. To shoot, I used both things again, just to give you sort of an example. I used the ring light and the stand with the camera on, but what I did with my G7X is I took it off the top and then I put it onto the tripod, and then I attached the tripod to the leg of the stand to make it portrait, to make it portrait, because I found that landscape wasn't really working, and I know you can always cut it at the end, but I wanted to shoot from really low because I think that's what makes the trainers look bigger and more in shot. So I basically took the camera off the top of the stand and I set it up really low to the floor, and then I tilted it to get this shot. On the phone I also put this onto the mirror, onto the side of the mirror, and then shot from there with this on the phone. This was a lot easier to do on self-time because there wasn't that much movement in the shot. I literally could just lean over, press the phone, and I always shoot on selfie so I can see what I'm doing, and then I move back and I just did it on the phone a couple of times. I like both phone and camera, and this was the final shot, which I really like because I just think it's quite like bright and airy and fun. Well, I don't know if it's fun, but I liked it. I thought it was sweet and nice and white and bright, and it really goes with like my new, not style, but I'm just trying to get more like bright images because I'm quite used to like quite a dark style, and I always make them quite bluey tint, so I'm trying to go more like white and clean and like gold tints for images. So I really like this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I think this is a super easy one to do because all you kind of need is a white wall, and if you haven't got a white wall you can shoot on any wall and any floor really. It's really simple. All I would say you need is some cool shoes. So for this one, I've seen a load of inspo online. I've seen a ton of bed shots since we've come into quarantine. There's been so many like in bed shots, and I was a bit apprehensive about doing it because it's a bit weird, isn't it, like to get into your bed and take a photo. But I really wanted to do it for the video because everyone's got a bed. Well, I hope most people have got beds, so I think that is good to use for the video because it's something that most people have got and can shoot on. So I did decide to do a bed shot, and I did it with a book because I think it's kind of random to be just in bed staring at the camera. So I wanted to have a little bit of a prop, so I used a book. I used the one that my boyfriend's reading at the minute, Charles Bukowski. I think I said that correctly, I hope I did. And it actually looked really nice in the shot because my nails are red, and I do like Charles, I said his name wrong again. But I do like obviously that, and it's a nice vibe, so I ended up using that book for the shot, and the two ways I set this up was on the I keep going to say tripod, but it's not a tripod, on the stand with the G7X with the ring light, which obviously I got off Amazon. I set this up, it was really easy. At the end of the bed, it was super easy to jump into bed and use the Canon Connect app because I had the book, so I could put my phone inside the book and take the pictures really easily. So I got the shot straight away on that. It was so easy. But then on the phone, this one was a little bit more difficult. But what I did is I set this up to my desk. Where is it? This. I put this onto my desk, I did the phone on this and the light again, but this one, obviously because the light is a little bit smaller and the shot was further away, luckily it was bright outside at the time, so it did work. But I did prefer the camera one just for this because obviously the ring light is so much brighter and my flat is quite dark. But both, you could still do it with both, and you could still use both will still work. This is the final shot. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's cute. I'm not sure if I'll post it, but yeah, no, I probably will. I think it's kind of cool. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know which one's your favourite at the end as well, and which one you liked and which one you vibed with. So I've seen a ton of images about this one as well, like a fridge shot, and I also thought it'd be cool to do for the video because most people have got fridges, again the same with the bed. So I did find this a little bit more difficult because my fridge isn't really that glam. It's not a glamorous fridge, it's quite plain, and I did feel really awkward standing by the fridge, so I ended up doing a sitting down shot because I thought that it would be easier and more like chilled, and then I can just caption like obviously where I spend most of my time now, or something a little bit fun rather than just me standing by the fridge posing, because I thought it was a little bit awkward. So to do this, I did the shot with this. I attached this to the worktop in my kitchen, and then I put the phone in and I did the self timer. It was actually quite easy because it was close again, so I could press the timer and then get into position, press the timer and get into position. And then after I added some props in, like I said, later on, and worked with them, and then I also did some on the camera, and I just set the stand up at the end of my kitchen with the light on, and I used the Canon Connect app, so I took both. I did both for this. This is the final image. I'm not sure about this one. I think it's okay, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it's kind of cool, but I think for some reason it works more with like people who are with that vibe. Like I've seen so many cool images online of girls in like baggy t-shirts and eating cereal, and I don't know if I can pull that off, but I gave it a go. And let me know what you think. I did try, and I think that you could definitely do this. Like if that's your vibe, then definitely give it a go. It's definitely easy enough. That is it for me today, guys. That is sort of my advice to help you shoot Insta by yourself in your house. I hope you're all staying safe. Let me know which is your favourite. These are the final shots. Let me know which you liked. Let me know which is your fave in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video if it's helped and it's given you some ideas or some inspiration to shoot your own pictures. And subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.